Alright. Hello there. I'm not sure when this will be uploaded, but here I am recording it. Hopefully I can get more time for other stuff soon. But hey, seeing as how I'm playing this right now anyway, maybe I do have time and I'm just being lazy and indecisive. Anyway, hello! Welcome to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Dual Destinies. I started playing just to see if the thing works and stuff, and if I can record it, and yeah, very little problem. I have a cool setup now, unlike last time with Apollo Justice. Anytime I record a DS or 3DS game, expect a similar looking, better, nicer setup rather with a better resolution. Rather 4x3 instead of whatever the hell Apollo Justice was. Anyway, let's go. Let's start with episode 1, Turnabout Countdown. I'll be once again I'll be doing this blind. I will probably be looking up some walkthroughs, so really, what's the point? What's the difference? Yeah. As soon as I get to the first objection.
These are dark times, where the law has been reduced to rubble, and it's up to us to restore it to its former glory. Yeah, I know what you mean. It looks like your target finally decided to make a move. Don't you worry. I've got a trusty new partner on board.
Is that Eric Vale voicing Phoenix? The same one in the anime? That'd be epic. If they kept the same voice actor.
Ready to go? You bet! Let's do this!
She's been with us for half a year, though I can hardly believe it. Anyway, her power will be our greatest weapon.
Are you alright, miss?
I assume it's high constitution. How do you survive that?
Yeah, it's for this very reason I returned. Time to bring it to an end.
Looks like Apollo didn't make it out fine. The best thing about bombs is how they erase and destroy without discretion. Now all I have to do is pin everything on that little girl. That's some very slow-ass text. Nope, not feeling nervous at all. It's amazing what a girl can get used to. Even a tense atmosphere like this is no biggie. You doing okay, Tina? Oh, Apollo! Yeah, doing great. I'm fine, sir. Mrs. Fine, was it? I knew you had a strange name. Oh yeah? Well, that's good to hear. Although, I could have sworn I heard your voice cracking for a second there. I'm that transparent, huh? Cracking? No, my voice isn't cracking. Nerves of steel here, I tell you. About cords of steel. Mr. Polo Justice. His fellow lawyer at the office I work for. Apollo is the lead for the defense on this case. I'm going to be there at the bench with him, doing what I can to help out. I'll do whatever it takes to defend Juniper. Speaking of steel, how are you holding up? That explosion really did a number on you. I'm just happy that you're okay, Athena. Although, I can't pretend I have no connection to this case. So I'm gonna see to it that Juniper's name is cleared. I'm sure you feel much the same way. Got that right. I'll press until Juniper is completely cleared of all suspicion. Hello, Athena? Thank you for doing this for me. Juniper! Hey, are you okay? Sorry about that. I always seem to go into coughing fits whenever I get nervous. This kind of thing never happens. At home, though. This is Juniper Woods. She's my dear childhood friend. And she's also our client for this case. The news keeps repeating Juniper is the alleged bomber. That's ridiculous. There's no way Junie would do anything like that. I brought you a little snack, Tina. Just a little something from my garden. Hey, thanks. So, is this an orange or a tangerine? It's an orange, my grandma says. That orange is the color of strength and endurance. Oh, I get it. Strength of a child, right? Worn orange too, Athena. Jeez, look at me. Standing here, clutching an orange to my chest with my eyes. Well, don't you worry. We'll be super powerful there. They won't know what hit them. Right, Apollo? Yeah, right. Come what may, this is one trial that we just can't lose. Apollo! Apollo! Ugh. Blood is seeping through his bandages. One of his wound must have reopened. All this time he was trying to put on a brave face, but he was really overdoing it. Mr. Justice! Huh? The trial is about to start, sir. Please proceed to the courtroom. What? Now? But Apollo's in no state to defend. I have to defend Juniper. What are we gonna do?
The trial's about to start with or without us. There's only one other option I can think of at a time like this. But even if I called him now, he'd never get here in time. No, wait. There's something else I can do. Apollo, give me all the evidence for the case.
Huh? What are you gonna do?
Bailiff,
Yes, miss?
the defense would like to submit a substitution for a paternity petition. Ina,
You're not seriously.
you just concentrate on getting better. I'll defend Junior.
All by yourself? Tina, stop for a second. Think about what you're saying. You've never once taken on a case alone before, right?
No hay problema. I can handle it.
I think. Spanish.
But I guess it's really up to you, Junior. Would you be okay with me taking over? Sure. I believe in you, Athena. That's enough for me. You're worried for me, aren't you? To be honest, I'm pretty nervous too. I think my heart might just burst out of my chest. But you're in no shape to stand at the bench now, so you'll just have to leave it to me.
Alright. See, your mind's made up anyway. I hate it that I can't be there, but I know you'll give your utmost to defend Juniper.
You bet I will. Rest assured of that. My name is Athena Sykes. There's no confusing me, but I'm a lawyer. This is only the second time I've taken the lead in a defense case. It'll be the first time I stand up there alone, though. But I had to do this, because I'm definitely not about to let anything bad happen to Junior.
I preferred it better when it was 3 lines rather than 2. That's so weird and awkward looking, I think. Court is now in session for the trial of Juniper Woods.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution is also ready, Your Honor. And what's the meaning of this? I was under the impression that Mr. Red Monkey would be my opponent today. Yes, well, a substitution of attorney position was submitted just a few moments ago. Due to the explosion in the courthouse yesterday, Mr. Justice is unable to continue.
I see.
Not at all surprised he used that as an excuse to run away. With me as an adversary, who wouldn't want to feign illness in order to escape?
What? The nerve of that guy. I could give him a piece of my mind.
Well, I would if I wasn't so nervous.
Ah, arrogant jerk. Arrogant jerk. Arrogant jerk. No, Richard!
My ears getting worse. I'm sure I had a defensive something just now.
No, you didn't hear anything at all. Especially not from me.
How odd. I could have sworn I also heard something.
That would be my indispensable partner, Widget. He sometimes works out what I'm thinking.
Well,
It definitely is a clear contradiction to what you just stated. Contradiction?
you just stated that you said nothing.
However, I realize if you said what you're thinking, then you indeed said I was. What was it? Elegant as well? That's what you said. At any rate, what does it matter? If it's a red monkey or a yellow monkey facing me?
Oh, I just remembered. I should probably lower the game audio so I could be heard. But not too low. There are some voiced scenes in here. Too bad the game doesn't have an options. So the audio is stuck as it is.
No fresh out of law school rookie can defend this witness.
Mr. Payne, I believe that's enough. Let us get back to the case.
Of course, Your Honor. I'm more than ready to show this little girl why they call me the Rookie Humiliator. I knew it. He really is an arrogant jerk. Arrogant jerk! Arrogant jerk!
Miss Hikes, if you continue to insult the prosecution, I will remove you from this court.
I'm very sorry. It was just a knee-jerk reaction.
Now then, Mr. Payne, your opening statement, if you please.
Thank you, Your Honor. Now then, the incident occurred yesterday here in this very courthouse in courtroom number 4. At that time, the trial for a certain bombing was being held in courtroom number 4.
Ah, yes. I was presiding over that trial as well. And the justice was there as the lawyer for the defense.
A bomb that was being presented as evidence suddenly went off during the trial. It was a terrible incident, and courtroom number 4 was completely destroyed. Fortunately, we were able to start evacuation procedures before the explosion occurred. Just a few seconds more and it would have turned into a horrific loss of human life.
But there was in fact one death, was there not?
That is correct, Your Honor. And courtroom number 4 was examined after the blast. The body of Detective Candice Arm was discovered. She was taken to the stand as a witness later in the trial.
I suppose she wasn't able to evacuate in time. What a terrible tragedy. I must admit, I stumbled at least 10 times myself before I was able to escape.
Maybe the court should see to getting you even shorter robes. The victim's body was found near the entrance to the courtroom. I suspect she stayed until the very end to help guide the others to safety. Your Honor, I allow me to submit as evidence the victim's autopsy report and details about the bomb. Okay, I know how this works. All evidence for the trial is filed in the court record. I want to check something out, I just touch the court record button. Better take a peek later.
Now then, please call the accused to the witness stand. Defendant, are you feeling all right? You're looking a bit pale.
I'm so sorry. I was feeling a bit weak when I first arrived here at the courthouse. But I'm alright. Junie is really giving it her all. I better make sure I do the same. If we can please proceed, your name and occupation, defendant. Juniper Woods. I'm a high school student. Miss Woods, can you confirm you were in the courthouse on the day in question? Yes.
Sorry about that.
I get to know Apollo justice through my friend Fina. And so, I was there yesterday to watch his trial and lend my support.
How long have I been recording?
Something's wrong. Junie is really scared. Did you know I am also known as the Defendant Humiliator? It looks like Heavy is another chance to show everyone how I earned that moniker. This arrogance know no bounds. I have to protect Junie no matter what. Hey, you arrogant Prosecutor Payne. What is it? You want me to demonstrate why I'm known as the Rookie Humiliator instead? Deep breaths, Athena. Don't let him get you. The Prosecutor Payne. Junie is telling the truth. Mr. Justice also backed up her claim when we saw him in the defendant lobby. And Junie, He said that he was glad to get the lotus root you gave him too. He was? My grandma says lotus root is good for your eyes. She says they can even help you see into the future. They can? And that's a perfect present for a lawyer. If that's true, I guess you must not have eaten them.
A sweet Mika girl like this, blowing a courtroom to bits. I must say it's very hard to believe.
Objection!
Now, Your Honor, don't let her seemingly innocent appearance fool you. The defendant had a motive for committing this crime.
That's not true. I don't have any kind of motive. And I didn't even know the lady who was killed.
I admit the investigation didn't turn out any connection between the victim and the defendant. However, that doesn't matter. The only thing that does is that her objective was the destruction of courtroom number 4 itself. Hold on, Becca. I'll be right back, guys. I'm being called. I drank some water, and I brought some marshmallows. Hopefully I can still talk while eating these. These have been lying around for a long time now. It's about time I ate them.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Why in the world would Miss Woods want to do that?
That's a very good question coming from a novice such as yourself. But first, a question for the defendant. Have you ever been brought up on false charges?
What? Why, yes. Yes, I have.
And did that experience cause you to harbor a grudge against the court system?
Objection!
Now wait just 1 minute. That kind of thing was a motive for blowing things up. And every one of our clients would turn into bombers. That's a valid point. We wouldn't have a single courthouse left standing on the land. I can see the accused is the only one who might bear resentment against the courts. But Miss Woods is the only person who could have committed this crime. Why? Because we have found some decisive evidence that proved the defendant's guilt. Decisive, huh? I'll believe it when I see it. It involves a very unique aspect of the bomb itself, Your Honor. What exactly was so unique about it? I don't
we have Miss Sykes answer that question? Huh? Me? I noticed that you appear to be very nervous. And well, gentleman that I am. Let me offer you the chance to gain some confidence with such an easy question. Could he be any more condescending? Really, what a thoroughly unpleasant man. Alice for loser. Huh. What did it just say? Nothing. Not a single thing. Let's see. What was I supposed to do at a time like this? Oh, I know. The court record. The information I need is somewhere in the court record.
Alright, Miss Sykes. Let's hear your answer. What was unique about the bomb? Move the courtroom, huh? So there's no 3D models anymore. Which is odd, considering since this game's on 3DS, would have been the perfect opportunity to do that again. And see the evidence in 3D!
Mr. Payne, what kind of simpleton do you take me for? It was stuffed inside a stuffed animal. Its evil intentions covered up by a cute exterior. Very good, have a cookie. The bomb that went off in the courtroom was indeed hidden inside a stuffed animal. There, how do you like that? Not bad, huh? I am fine. Just like you said from the start, I can do this.
Yes, as I recall, the bomb was stuffed inside a stuffed animal the whole time. I never even got to take a look at it. What connection does this impish elephant have to do with the defendant?
The answer to that question lies in another piece of evidence, which I have here.
In what, pray tell, is this? It appears to be a little singed.
It's a tale, Your Honor. A tale of a poor victim of the explosion.
This is incredible. Are you saying it's Detective Arm's tale?
Your Honor, so very close, but no. It belongs to this stuffed animal. It's called the Phony Panty. A rather unpleasant name if you ask me.
He's the mascot for a campaign to eliminate false evidence and false charges, is he not?
Exactly. His motto is phony evidence is just trumped up. That's so wrong on so many levels.
At least the intentions are good.
The Phony Panty's tail is made out of vinyl cloth. And we found something very interesting on its surface. The defendant's fingerprints. Nani? The Phony Panty provided the prosecution with all the evidence we needed. It clearly proves that the accused handled the bomb. Ow. That doesn't make any sense. Why would Junior's fingerprints be on it?
That does appear to be pretty irrefutable evidence. The court accepts it into evidence. Miss Woods, do you have an explanation for this?
I don't understand. How about you, Miss Sykes? Do you have any plausible explanation to refute this decisive piece of evidence? Well, I can't do it. I can't think of a single thing. But I better come up with something. For Junior's sake. You could, but if you can't produce an answer, we could always go straight to the ruling if you prefer. I don't know. I have to say something. Fast. Oh no. I can't get my voice to work. Why now of all times? I thought I overcame this already. Maybe I'm still not ready to stand in court.
As you can see, there is no room for debate.
Objection!
Why, it's you.
Oh, that lasted long. My god. This view is super weird in so many levels. I'm so used to them being on the right side, that they're on the left side, and this is weird. Sorry it took me so long to get here, Athena. Apollo explained the whole thing to me over the phone. He asked me to come help you out in this place.
Thanks for coming. I hate to admit it, I was having a real rough time on my own.
Oh, I don't know. I think you were doing just fine, all things considered. You hung in there, giving me enough time to get here. Now, let's turn things around.
You got it, boss.
Ho ho ho! Look what the cat dragged in. If it isn't Mr. Phoenix Wright, you've always managed to surprise me. Your Honor, Mr. Payne has called for an early ruling, but I believe there are still many things that need to be deliberated. How did Miss Wood's fingerprints wind up on the stuffed animal tail? How's the bomb even detonated? Until these questions are answered, I assert it's impossible for a fair ruling to be made. I'm still giving him Apollo Justice's Phoenix Wright voice I gave him, but it's not that fitting. He even shaved his beard off now. So not fitting anymore. You are absolutely right. Let us continue from where we left off. I assume you have no objections, Mr. Payne? None at all, Your Honor. You're called the Rookie Humiliator, but Phoenix is anything but, you know? I mean, he technically did just got his badge back, like, what, a year ago, maybe? Miss Woods really looks like she's having a hard time.
Junior is really struggling, Mr. Wright. I get the sense she's afraid of the courtroom itself.
Because of yesterday?
Yeah, it was understandably very dramatic for her.
Poor thing. Here she is, back at the courthouse again, being so brave. I'd like to make a request, Your Honor. If all possible, I'd like to have Miss Woods rested in the lobby. Given the defendant's condition, very well, I grant special permission.
You go get some rest, Junior, and leave the rest to us. Okay, thank you. Sorry about this. Phoenix Wright.
I've been looking forward to meeting you. It's been a while, Mr. Payne. You're more clueless than I'd heard. I do believe you mean, how do you do? But I am Gaspin Payne. I am the younger brother of your long-standing rival, Winston Payne.
What?
Long-standing rival? When were we ever rivals, let alone long-standing?
You'll see, Mr. Wright. I will cleanse Winston of the disgrace he met with at your hands.
Looks like this royal pain is going to be as totally unpleasant as the others.
Your Honor, the prosecution would now like to call a decisive witness to the stand. This witness will testify as to how the accused detonated the bomb in the courtroom.
Very well. Please call your witness, Mr. Payne. He's the killer.
Witness, your name and occupation, please.
Witness. Name, Donate. Occupation, bombs disposal specialist. Oh my, what a strange robotic voice you have. Speech synthesis via typing. It is the same as me talking.
He sounds exactly like a robot.
Can't you speak in a normal manner? I can.
You can.
But I do not like to speak. Speaking is inefficient. Energy expenditure. Speaking, typing. Greater than typing. Understand. What an odd witness. I'm trying to do my best impersonation of that one text-to-speech voice I know of.
Mr. Tony was in charge. Took the bomb for that trial and was there when it went off. I want to get a handkerchief. I need it.
Being a bomb squad specialist, do you have any relation to the defendant? Negative. I first met the girl while on this job. Many people are employed by the police. I know only a fraction of them. However, I was shocked when I first discovered the body of the victim. Shocked? I was the first one on the scene after the explosion. I went there to ensure safety, but I ended up discovering a dead body.
Who was the first to discover the body, was he? He's here to testify about the circumstances surrounding the moment of the explosion.
Very well. The court will hear Mr. Tonate's testimony. But at the very least, show this court some respect and remove that face guard, witness.
That's not very different. It's not all that different.
The bomb was originally disarmed by me, then transported here as evidence. Bomb name H83000, operated by timer or with a remote. I was watching from the gallery when I suddenly became alarmed. I saw that the bomb's timer was counting down.
So even though the bomb was supposed to be disarmed, it somehow got switched on?
Precisely. Activating the timer is very simple. Connect wires, switch on timer. A monkey could do it. I am sure even you would be able to, Mr. Wright.
I guess this makes you the blue monkey in this barrel of fun, boss.
I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Huh? Mr. Tony, what is that? H83000, aka a bomb. Kabam! But googly moogly! Weird! Mr. Tony, I demand you disarm it this instant! Disassembly complete. 5.3 seconds. 0.2 seconds short of my personal best. Are you trying to give me a heart attack? I'm not exactly a spring chicken, you know. This is an exact replica of the HH3000. It is used to practice disarming bombs. Disarm equals success. Explosion equals failure. An exact replica of the bomb that exploded, is it? So that's what it looked like. I submitted a photograph of the real bomb taken just before the trial. Dimensions 10 something by 10 something by 10 something. 12 lbs. Ew, they're using Imperial. A perfect replication. The bomb does appear to be a very good copy indeed.
I play the Japanese version instead, where they're using metric like everyone else already does.
Yes, however, I could not replicate the detonation mechanism. It has a very puzzling wiring setup. It is regrettable I could not replicate it. Witness, that's enough. There's no need to replicate anything. And now the defense will begin the cross-examination. Where's Miss Sykes gone to? Tina, you can come out now.
Okay, Mr. Wright, let's get to work.
I guess you're pretty scared, huh?
What?
I don't know what you're talking about.
So what's about the bolt? Hey, put a sock in it, widget.
It's transparent as ever.
Now, let's see. Where were we?
We're at the cross-examination.
Oh, cross-examination, of course.
She seems disoriented. I wonder if she's alright. Maybe we should ask Athena if she remembers how to cross-examine to help her focus. Tutorial. Nani? Helping hand? Easy modo? Bullshit! Well, I'm probably gonna be using it a lot anyway, who am I joking? I'm already gonna use walkthroughs, no doubt. Once again, since this is unedited, I won't be putting a walkthrough counter. Basically, this game's equivalent of a death counter for me. Alright, it's cross-examination time.
Hold it!
You say that you disarmed the bomb. Are you really sure it was disarmed? Absolutely. I can disarm anything. In a flash. That looks more like dismantled than disarmed to me. Oh, pardon me. Let's see, is there any chance you could have forgotten to disarm the bomb? Impossible. I do not make rudimentary mistakes like that. They say the error is human. The jury's still out on this guy. If you must know, Mr. Wright, according to the court's own records, the fact that the bomb had indeed been disarmed was officially confirmed. Guess I can rule out the possibility that he forgot to disarm it. Can you talk about the bomb in a little more detail for the court, Mr. Conate? Certainly. What was the approximate size and weight of the bomb? Dimensions 10 inch? I think that's what that means. Ten square inches, weight 12 pounds. This information is also written in the photograph. I have no idea what those means, since I don't read stupid. Oh yes, here it is on the back. According to this, the case is made out of alloy plating, 5/16 of an inch thick. If he's a bomb specialist, shouldn't he be using metric anyway? Just like how engineers are all using metric. That's how you can tell if someone's profession, just by how they describe size and weight. You can immediately tell someone is either very smart and informed or an engineer if they use metric. You can tell if they're American and an idiot if they use imperial. That certainly sounds like one thick and heavy, very heavy bit of metal.
I bet if I dropped that thing on your foot, you'd be hopping.
If you drop that thing anywhere, I'd be hopping for the nearest exit. Very well, I believe the court has heard enough about the bomb itself. So, Mr. Tony, you were keeping an eye on the bomb? Where were you watching from?
Hold it!
Why were you in the gallery? My duties may have been over for the moment, but I wanted to keep watch. Even though the bomb was disarmed, you can never be too careful. Explosive devices are very dangerous things. Ah, how admirably responsible for you. A model to be emulated. I practice disarming bombs every day. I practice assembling them too. The disarming part I get, but assembling them?
Well, I have you know that I practice presenting evidence every day myself.
I see, but do you ever practice having evidence presented to you?
Presented to me? What? No,
Then you cannot very well call yourself a professional yet, can you?
That does it. I'm gonna start practicing having evidence presented to me every day. Maybe better drink some coffee, boss. We're gonna be pulling an all-nighter.
I don't think that'll be necessary. Or worth either of our time. So, Mr. Tony, what did you witness from the gallery?
Hold it!
Saw it counting down clearly with your own eyes. I thought you'd think the timer as small as the one on this bomb could be seen from the gallery. These goggles help me see very small things clearly from very far away. I can even see what you had for breakfast by looking at your tie. Why do I suddenly feel like a bug under a magnifying glass?
I guess it's possible you saw the timer if he was wearing those goggles.
I'm not so sure. Something just doesn't sit right with me.
I don't think I follow.
The bomb was completely hidden inside the stuffed animal. So well concealed, in fact, that it didn't even look like a bomb at all.
You're trying to find testimony that conflicts with evidence, right?
Right. Listening carefully to Mr. Tonate's testimony is just the first step. After that, it's a matter of taking a look at any evidence that seems relevant.
Remember that you can touch the...
Yabba boo boo.
Objection!
So, you say you saw the bomb's countdown, is that right? Of course, I clearly saw it counting down to 0. And I say, you're clearly lying. What are you talking about? There's no way you could have seen the bomb's timer. After all, the bomb was concealed inside a stuffed animal. Mr. Tonate, how can you claim to know the bomb was about to go off when you couldn't even see the timer? What? No! That does seem like a glaring inconsistency indeed. Witness, how do you explain this? Well,
Ooh, that was great, Mr. Wright. You found a contradiction right off the bat.
Always remember, Athena. When you find an inconsistency in a witness's testimony, there's always a reason behind it. It could be a lie, a hidden meaning, a secret. Whatever it is, it's up for us. It's up to us to dig it out.
Pointing out every contradiction we find is the best way to do it, right, boss?
The question is, what can we dig out of Mr. Tonate? Well, let me see. No. There must be some mistake. Oh, yes, of course. I remember now. The sound. I knew because of that sound. Sound? What sound? When the timer is of this type of bomb is switched on, it beeps softly. Beep, beep, beep. It is the sound of the bomb counting down. A beeping noise, you say? I suppose it would be possible to notice that even when the bomb is inside the stuffed animal. I simply made a mistake. My bad.
Objection!
How in the world did you hear such a tiny little sound all the way from the gallery? Listening for the sound of a bomb's timer is an integral part of my work. I constantly undergo training so that I will never miss it. Hardly think training would help you hear something so soft from this so far away. What now? Are you making light of the fine science of disarming bombs? It is a solemn mission that I put my life on the line to perform. What kind of specialist would I be if I could not hear a bomb's timer? It's not like disassembling a toaster, you know. That's just showing off. You keep asserting that the sound was too tiny to hear, but the only tiny thing here is your skill as a lawyer. Being suspicious is not an attractive quality, you know. And you're just overflowing with attractive qualities, are you? But perhaps you have some proof that Mr. Tonate did not hear the sound? Well, no, but... it's going to be really hard to prove that he didn't hear something. If I have this correct, the prosecution's argument is that someone reactivated the bomb before it was brought into the courtroom. What I don't understand, Mr. Payne, is why you believe that person to be Miss Woods. That's simple, Your Honor. Mr. Tonate happened to be there when it happened. He was there when the defendant rearmed the bomb. What's this now? It happened before the trial started. It was when Detective Arm and I were transporting the bomb. We brought the bomb to the lobby for the defense. Bomb equals evidence. The lawyer wanted to see it before the start of the trial. Looking for a chance to get at the bomb, Miss Woods was already there in that lobby. Her goal was surely to rearm the bomb and steal the remote switch. The remote switch? Yes, the switch that controls the bomb remotely. Duh. It has been missing ever since the incident. I'm partially to blame. I left the bomb and remote on top of the transport case, and they were rearmed and stolen while I was talking with the lawyer. The defendant then used the remote from inside the courtroom to start the timer.
Objection!
Having a certo unequivocally that the bomb was rearmed in that lobby.
Objection!
The bomb was safely secured in the transport case. The only time it was outside of that case was in that lobby. Therefore, that was the one and only opportunity anyone had to meddle with it. Someone other than Mr. Tonate could have opened the case and taken the bomb out. Impossible. The transport case is assigned exclusively to me. Then you did it. You see this number here? That is my identification number. And I have the only key that can open the case. Then you did it. Nevertheless, Mr. Payne's assertion is nothing more than conjecture. You have no proof that it was Miss Boobs. What? Miss Woods, who stole the remote switch. She doesn't even have any boobs. By the same token, you have no proof that it wasn't her. But what I do have is a piece of evidence that proves the defendant handled the bomb. Ah, tail! 5 minutes, 24 seconds, 2.3 deciseconds. The defense's advantage lasted a mere 5 minutes. Ugh, talk about a rotten hand. As long as they have her fingerprints, the trump card, not a big disadvantage. It appears we will have to hear from the defendant herself once more. I wholeheartedly agree, Your Honor. I would like to recall Miss Woods to the stand. I trust you have no objections, Mr. Wright. I'm worried about her condition, but we do need her testimony. On the other hand, I'm not sure I want to make a few mad. I can read your feelings, you know, boss. Don't worry, I know we need her testimony. But if anybody picks on her again, they'll pay. Guess she's already at anger level 1. Don't worry, I'll stop the proceedings before I let anything bad happen to her. The defense has no objections, Your Honor. Why are you the one leading? I thought it was fucking Athena who was in the lead. Can't just suddenly change when the trial's already started. In that case, I will take my leave. But before I do, there's just one more thing. Mr. Wright, is it? Mr. Woolwright. Me? Yes? Dismantling bombs is my job. Dismantling the case is yours. Do you think you can handle it? I look forward to seeing you try. Grr. That's hiding something. Namely the fact that he's the real killer. Now if you will excuse me. Bailiff, please go out to the lobby and bring back the defendant.
Junior. Hi, Athena.
She looks even worse off than before.
Don't worry, Junior. We're here for you. Thanks, Athena. And I'll do my best too.
You broke the courtroom because you bear resentment against the courts, correct?
No, of course not.
What's that you say? I can barely hear you.
I haven't done anything wrong. This prosecutor's scary.
Objection!
What an impudent little girl. Stop acting innocent and tell the truth. It's getting ugly. You armed the bomb because you wanted to blow up the courthouse. Admit it. That's why you went to the lobby where Mr. Justice was, isn't it?
Mr. Wright, can we go give that prosecutor a smack?
What? Of course not. We have to review courtroom manners 101 again.
Can't let a creep that bullies innocent girls like this off so easily.
I haven't forgotten about how he treated you.
Don't worry about me, just help Junior. Her heart's crying out. She's so scared. So very scared.
Like, Venus speaking something up with her heightened sense of hearing. Here you said you couldn't train something like that. Sounds like this time's the voice of Miss Wood's heart. Don't deny it. You stole the remote switch and used it in the courtroom, didn't you?
Objection!
Your Honor, please put a stop to this. Mr. Payne is badgering the defendant.
Yes, Miss Wood does seem quite frightened. Mr. Payne, I ask that you behave more like a gentleman. Ah, but don't you know, Your Honor, there's no more gentleman as this world deny.
As if a gentleman or ever. Even a gentleman would behave like he does. Don't let that rough rude ruffian win. Tina! How dare you call a gentleman Josiah rude ruffian? I'll have you know I attend a manners class every Saturday. I'm more than just a mere gentleman. I'm a genteel man. Not when you're criticizing our young lady, you're not. I demand my money back from that manners classifier were you.
I should probably be the adult here and stop the two of them, but that's the job. That's the job of the judge. The pain that will be enough.
Certainly, Your Honor. No further questions. Let's move on to the defendant's testimony. Miss Woods, please share with the court what you were doing when the bomb went off. Well, that day, I was watching from the gallery. The bomb went off, and rubble started falling. It fell on top of me. Junia is clearly in pain, being forced to recall the bombing like this. She can't even get her words out.
This isn't going to work, so what now? Hey, wait a minute. If she can't vocalize what she wants to say, we can listen to what's inside her heart. Yes, now's the perfect time to use Athena's power. You can hear it, can't you, Athena? The cries of Miss Wood's heart.
Yes, and they sound incredibly strained. She's so scared. I think she could collapse at any second.
Athena has a unique ability, you see. With her finely tuned sense of hearing, she can hear the words of a witness's heart. In essence, she can sense how a person is really feeling from the tone of their voice. Guess it's all up to Athena and her special ability now. Athena, I want you to use that analytical psychology you studied.
Ooh, psychology.
And listen to the testimony of Miss Wood's heart.
Okay, boss. I'll give it a go. After all, this is the whole reason I put all that effort into studying analytical psychology. I guess. Let's do this.
Your holographic thingamabob can show us how Miss Woods is feeling, right?
In a nutshell, yes.
Just aloud.
The emotions and images that I picked up on just now while listening to her testimony. I can enter all of that into Widget and use the mood matrix to analyze them. These mood markers here affect fluctuations in Junia's emotions. When she feels happy or she's enjoying the memory, the happy marker will light up. When she feels angry or frustrated, the angry marker will react. When she feels sadness or is frightened by a memory, the sad marker will blink. And when she feels surprised or confused, the surprise marker will let us know.
So with your special ability and Widget's mood matrix program, you can track how Miss Woods is feeling as she testifies. How about the wonder of technology?
Yep, now let's give it a shot. I'm picking up on some kind of discord or noise in Junia's heart. See here? This is what the noise looks like in the mood matrix. It's a result of inconsistencies between her testimony and her feelings. If we can pinpoint these inconsistencies, the noise level should drop.
Okay, time to listen to Miss Woods' true testimony. Happiness?
I think I have a good grasp on Junia's emotional state now.
Our Venus is incredible.
I'm seeing an unexpected emotion that's inconsistent with the content of her testimony.
What? Already?
Look at this. When she says it fell on top of me, the happy marker is reacting.
Look at that. That is odd.
There must be a reason for this contradictory emotion. We just need to do some digging.
When you find an unexpected emotion,
Select the unexpected emotion or reaction from the 4 mood markers.
Got it!
I prefer gotcha. Widget is registering joy when Miss Woods recalls the rubble falling on her. There must be a reason for this unexpected emotion. Miss Woods, as the rubble was falling, was there also something that made you feel happy? What? Mr. Wright, the feeling of happiness is spreading throughout Junier's heart. Keep going on this point, and I bet Junior will start to calm down.
Great. Let's see what she has to say.
Just as I was about to escape the courtroom, the bomb went off. I was so startled. I tripped. And then rubble started falling on top of me. I really thought I was done for. But just then, Apollo came and rescued me. Apollo? He used his own body to shield me from the rubble.
That's when you sustained those injuries.
How do you feel, Junior? Did talking about Apollo give you some courage? Yes, Apollo is just like the sun. Strong and bright and warm. Just talking about him makes me feel like a leaf undergoing photosynthesis. And see, your coughing stopped all of a sudden. Oh, you're right. Thank you, Fina.
So we were able to draw out some new testimony.
Pretty neat, huh? But there's still some noise left, meaning there still must be some discord in Junior's heart.
Guess we'll have to keep going then.
Let me input this new information and update the mood matrix and we'll be good to go. Remember what to do, right?
When I find an unexpected emotion, I should touch pinpoint.
That's right. Then you select the unexpected emotion from the mood markers. We can find the reason for the discord in her heart, and we should be able to draw even more new testimony out.
How long have I been recording now? Jesus. You're happy when Mr. Justice rescued you, weren't you?
Yes, I was really happy.
Was there also something you felt sad about at the same time? It should be obvious, I think.
Sad?
The reason I ask is, when you were describing how you were rescued, you sensed a little sadness too.
Oh, I think it's probably because of Bumrap Riney.
Bumrap Riney? What do you know? Something new.
That's right, I brought my stuffed animal Bumrap Riney to watch the trial with me. Bumrap Riney and Pony Fancy are brothers.
Woo! That the legal world can inspire a whole line of merchandise.
I had Bumrap Riney with me while I was watching the trial. But it wasn't until Apollo saved me that I realized I'd lost him as I was running away. My poor Riney, the victim of that terrible bomb. Oh, I know. You can see what he looks like in this poster. It's for the campaign to eradicate fake evidence and false charges.
Pony Fancy and Bumrap Riney, huh? Nothing against the campaign, but one elephant and a rhinoceros.
Mr. Wright, I don't sense any discord in Junior's heart anymore.
I guess that means we managed to draw all for testimony.
That's right. I'll just make an update with the new info and we'll have the whole picture. So, do you think her new testimony will help?
Absolutely. I know what I would have done without you, Athena. So Bumrap Riney was in that courtroom when the bomb went off. Now that we know that, it changes the meaning of the other piece of evidence. All I have to do is present it. The right statement. Yeah. I know what to do. Is it this thing?
Objection!
Miss Woods, I know this trial has been very hard for you, but you can relax now. You're without a doubt innocent. Mr. Wright, what wild assertion are you making now? My wild assertion is simply this. The two stuffed animals were mixed up. The tail the defendant's fingerprints were found on wasn't that a phony fancy. It was the tail of her gallery companion, Bumrap Riney.
Objection!
What nonsense is that? I can see they're both stuffed animals, yeah, but they're completely different characters. An elephant and a rhino. They're as distinct as a defense lawyer and a prosecutor. But are they really so different? Take a look. Both defense lawyers and prosecutors strive to protect the peace through law. Even elephants and rhinos have some similar characteristics. They're both gray, for example. And the way this poster is all I need to prove my assertion to be true. If I may direct the court's attention here, you'll clearly see how the two got mixed up.
Take that!
Well, would you look at that? The two tails are exactly the same. Yes, exactly. The two stuffed animals are based on entirely different animals, but the design of their tails is exactly the same. Ah! Order in the court. As long as the possibility exists that the tail belongs to Bumrap Riney, we can no longer consider it to be decisive proof that the defendant handled the bomb. As things stand, I consider the charges against the accused unsubstantiated. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Payne? Yes, of course, Your Honor.
Oh, that was great, Mr. Wright. You turned things around.
Yeah, it's not over yet, but at least we managed to hold out this long. I believe that brings our proceedings for today to a close. Mr. Payne, I'm afraid you have some serious investigating ahead of you. Yes, Your Honor. Very well. Let us reconvene tomorrow. Court is adjourned. Oh, damn. That was a very quick first day. There's gonna be a second day? Interesting.
That was so exciting, boss. We did it. True to form, you managed to just barely pull it off at the very last moment.
True to form? Gee, I never knew you had such a glowing opinion of me.
Thank you for everything you're doing.
You did great, Miss Woods. You really stuck it out.
You got really brave at the end, just when we needed you most, Junior. Thanks to you, we were able to turn things around. Well, you were the one who gave me that courage, Tina. Really? Thanks. So be honest, was I any help at all?
Of course. Without you, we would have never gotten out of that tight spot.
That's good to hear. Maybe still have a lot to learn, but you can bet I'm going to give it my all. I'll be so good that one day you'll call me your partner.
That's what I like to hear. Analytical psychology. The ability to solve the riddles of a person's heart. His true potential is beginning to really shine through now.
Hey, where's Apollo anyway?
Good question. I almost forgot about him. I assume he'd still be here in the lobby.
Oh, I know. Maybe he's still in courtroom number 4.
Courtroom number 4? What did he be doing at the scene of the explosion?
When I came out to the lobby to rest, I told Apollo about Bumrap Riney. I told him I dropped Riney in the courtroom as I was trying to escape before the blast. And then, Apollo said he had an idea where Riney might be, so we went to take a look together. Huh, I guess Apollo can be pretty nice when he wants to be.
What do you mean? Well, you went looking for Riney together before you were collapsed back in courtroom number 5.
Yes. I had some time to rest, so I was able to go and look for him. Then they called me into courtroom number 5 to testify. Apollo insisted on staying there though. All those injuries? I wonder how he's managing. I think Apollo might have figured something out. Wonder what it was. He told me, I'm going to look for evidence to clear your name, Juniper.
Maybe he found a new piece of evidence.
Anyway, we better go and get him.
Good idea. Be continued? Come on, just say to be continued already so I can end this.
Where are you, Apollo? Trial's over for today. Come on, I know you're... No.
Well, that can't be good. Looks like someone tried to stop him from getting too close to the truth. I'm just gonna overwrite this one. It has no reason to exist. With that, I am done. Later, losers.